Hello and welcome back to my channel, Mel's Stampin' Gallery. I'm Melanie, your close to my heart maker. And today I have a double page scrapbook layout for you, and I am using some more supplies from the Honey Bunny collection that you can find here in the March-April Close to My Heart catalog. And let me just show you briefly in the catalog what that collection looks like. So many beautiful springtime papers. So we have the beautiful papers and of course the sticker sheets that we always have with our collection. But the thing that I'm focusing on today is the digital art collection. So what I did was I opened up Cricut Design Space. I pretty much used sort of this layout, but added a few little touches of my own because I had these pictures of my granddaughter. She's 7 now, so she would have been, I think, 3 or 4 in these pictures. So she was coloring Easter eggs. And I actually have a layout I did of her hunting for Easter eggs that was done the day before these pictures were taken. And I will link that in a card right up here in the corner so that you can see that, a different layout using that Honey Bunny collection. All right, I'm going to clear this out of the way and I'll show you what I have done so far. Now the Honey Bunny Digital Art Collection, I really like their 2-page spread because I like that it had the solid piece of cardstock and over top was this cut out overlay. It looked kind of like a trellis fence. And if you look at theirs, they did it in, looks like, what color is that? Peach maybe? The light and dark side of peach. But because of the colors in my photos, I decided to use the light side of the glacier with the white cut out. So I've cut out both pieces, and I haven't adhered that down yet. Excuse me, from my Cricut. Okay. So we've got both of those pieces. I'll try to keep at least one layout here in frame for you. And then, let me see, where did I put those pictures? So I thought the pictures were going to go something like this. Let's put this one up here. We'll go about like that. And I had, according to the layout in the catalog, there was a 4x6 down here and 3 3x4s across the top. So I had these 3 pictures here that I will put across the top, and then the 4x6 down here. And then the layout had 2 4x6s going portrait mode, but I only had 1 4x6 going portrait mode, and I had the one 3x4 that I printed out here. Now I should say my main photos, they are 4x6, and that does include the white mat, and then I just cut a piece of cardstock to 4.5 by 6.5 to mat those. And then the secondary pictures, I guess, I used the toffee color for those. And then I kind of saw in my head some grass down along the bottom. So I just went on Cricut Design Space and I searched. I do have Cricut Access. I searched for grass and I found what I liked, and I cut out 2 pieces for each side, and I'm doing the I'm doing the dark side on the bottom and then flipping it over to the light side so it's opposite for the front. And I'll do that on both sides here. Let's see, let's get the dark side down first. Okay, and then the light grass goes on top, and I'm just dry fitting this right now, and I will go ahead and put all that together off camera because that will be kind of tedious to get all that little white stuff down. All right, and then they had a couple of floral embellishments here, but I really like that little bunny in there. So what I did was I took the bunny and I made it a print and cut design. So I took one large bunny, and then I took the same bunny, duplicated it, and then just shrunk it a little bit just to make it smaller, to make the mama bunny. Okay, so we're going to have the bunnies over here. And then we're going to have, let's see, I made a floral cluster here somewhere. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. So I've got the flowers right here. You can see this floral cluster right here. It's pretty much what I did. I made it a print and cut, but then again, I went on my Cricut Design Space and searched for some Easter eggs and put them with those flowers, attached them all together to make another print and cut. And my friend Erin recently did a really good video on how to do a print and cut, so I will definitely link that down below in the description box so you can see that. So that's kind of how that's going to go. And then over on this side, I have the same thing. I found an Easter basket. Again, it was on the Cricut Access. I just searched Easter basket. Again, turned it into a print and cut. So I could put this down here in this corner. And I'm actually doing a QR code. And I will put this here because there is a darling little video of her with her tiny little baby voice talking about doing all the Easter eggs. All right, and so let's see. So then let's see the flowers. I think I have that down here a little bit, and we'll put a flower cluster here. Kind of covers up some of that dead space in the photo. And let me see. Where is it? All right, so I took this same floral cluster and I just flipped it on my Cricut, and I think that one's going to go over here, like so. And then I had some Easter eggs that I did a print and cut on, and let me scoot this over here, and I think that's going to go in front of the bunnies. Again, I'm just dry fitting all this, and I will fix that all off camera, but that's going to go in front of the bunnies, like so. All right, so then up here, I needed a big title. Now, the title on here, they had Bloom and Grow, and they had Easter wishes. I could do spring, happy Easter, hoppy Easter, I guess it says. But I didn't want that. I wanted something that said either coloring Easter eggs or just Easter eggs. So again, I actually searched for the word Easter eggs when I was looking for these little Easter eggs, and this title came up, and I thought, how appropriate was that? And it also had all the offset pieces to go with it. So I cut those offsets out in the color cardstock that I wanted, and then again, I turned that into a print and cut, so I didn't have to cut out each of those little pieces and put that all together. So that's going to go like that. And let's see, that had a couple little eggs in front of it here, kind of like that. And I think it had one maybe over here, and another one kind of up here, I think. I'll go back and look at my original to make sure I have that all in the places where I want it. Okay, so that's kind of the basic layout right now. And I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and put all this down, and I'll see about if I'm going to do any sponging or not. I'm looking at it right now, and I think I might sponge just the grass, but I don't think anything else. So I'm going to go and adhere all this down, and then I will be right back. Don't go away. Now I did decide for the grass to go ahead and sponge both of those on the edges. And I used, what did I use? I used the Glacier, even though I think that's Seabrook cardstock. I used the Glacier, and that really gave it some depth. And then I put the first layer down, the dark layer down, with a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue. And I didn't put it flush to the bottom of where the trellis is cut, because then I'm going to put the lighter piece down, and just shift it down just a little bit to cover that up. And I did put the 3D foam tape on the bottom to give that some dimension. So then I will put this down and cover up that bottom cutout piece like so. All right, and then that way I can scoot the little bunny and eggs and so forth under the grass. Come on, get under there. There it goes. So we can scoot that like that. Now I'm about ready to put the photos down, but I thought of using some of the pattern paper to kind of scooch in underneath the photos on the top and the bottom, just to kind of give them a resting spot. And right now this measures about 5 inches. I'm not gonna, if I decide to do this, keep it that big. Thinking just a couple of inches maybe. I just want something to kind of ground the top and bottom photos together, so it kind of looks like they're connected. And yeah, I like that. I like the soft, subtle pink background. So I'm going to cut that down to size and I'll be right back. I did go ahead and decide to put that piece of patterned paper here, and that measures about 2 1/4, I believe, and I bumped it up a little bit. I didn't put exactly halfway up. I put it at 8 inches from the top, and then I had the little zip strip to go with it that I put along the top there. And as you can see, I've got my title adhered down, and I've got the flowers. I've got the QR code. That's where that's going to go. And let's see, I've got this little basket that I did a print and cut with. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my liquid adhesive and adhere that to the page. But while I'm doing all this, it's a good time for me to remind you that if you're enjoying this video, please go ahead and give that a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, that's so that you can get notified every time I upload a video. And let's move the other page over and put those embellishments in there as well. The flowers are going to go in there. So let's pick that up and use our glue again. Also, while I'm doing this, it's a good time to tell you, I'm sure most of you know by now, if you've been following me or the industry at all, you know that Close to My Heart is closing its doors as of June 30th of this year, which is 2024. And you will no longer be able to buy Close to My Heart products after that date. After April 30th is when they will be closing down all the makers' websites, and you will no longer be able to buy the products from your maker after April 30th. So I will have all these products that I'm using linked down below in the description box, so that if there's something that you see that you like, I advise you to go check it out and get that, because there have been selling out very quickly on things. So I think, excuse me, that just about does it for this page. Let me scoot all of this out of the way so you can get a better look at the 2 pages here. I've got our left-hand side, and I've got everything glued down like I showed you. And I did take some of those butterfly dies from the Honey Bunny card making workshop kit to include some butterflies on there, because if you notice, look at her little dress. It's got all butterflies on it, the same color that's in this Honey Bunny collection. So I think that's about done. Oh, and I added some journaling down here. But I wanted to add a little bit of shimmer, because Easter eggs have to have shimmer, don't they? So I'm going to take a little bit of my clear shimmer brush, and I think I want to just color in some of these eggs up here. Actually, I've changed my mind, since these eggs are pink. taking my ballerina brush, shimmer brush, and painting in using the ballerina shimmer brush. Okay, so that gives it a little bit of shimmer and shine. That about finishes that up for me for today. I've got the shimmer on the butterflies and the eggs and a little bit of clear shimmer on the Easter basket down here, down below. So I will have still shots of these on my social media pages, which you can find the links to down below in the description box, along with links to all the supplies that I have used in on this layout. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you here on YouTube. Bye.